Kevin Harvick scored his first career NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win in 20 starts at Michigan International Speedway when he took the checkered flag in Sunday's CARFAX 400. Harvick, who led 59 laps overall, worked his way around Denny Hamlin with 10 laps to go and went on to notch his third victory of the season, and in the process locked himself into the chase field. It was the first win at Michigan for Richard Childress Racing since Dale Earnhardt won for the team back in 1990.
You know, to come here and win is like Gil said, is great for RCR, just for the fact that this hasn't been our best racetrack, and whether it's, you know, our cars have run good here before, but I hadn't run good, and the last couple times we've really committed ourselves to driving in different spots on the racetrack and doing different things from inside the car and trying to manage the practice as well as we can to not fool ourselves. So I think last time we fooled ourselves at the first race, and I think we did a good job of managing that this weekend as far as where to run in practice.
June Michigan winner Hamlin took the lead from Tony Stewart on lap 178 and held his number 11 FedEx Toyota at the point for 11 laps, but in the end settled for second, 1.7 seconds behind Harvick.
Just didn't have the speed that we needed. It seemed like same as qualifying. We just don't have all that overall speed. It helped today that the conditions were a little bit worse, and the speed slowed down a little bit because of the sun. So it helped us a little bit. But you know, if we had feel like we had overcast conditions like we had during practice, I thought we were going to be, you know, in trouble.
Carl Edwards finished third and was the top finishing Roush Fenway car on a day the team put 3 cars in the top 5 during car owner Jack Roush's return to the track following recoveries from serious injuries in a plane crash.
Really wanted to get a win for him today, but that's a strong performance for us and for Ford. That's huge. It meant a lot to perform that well for him.
Greg Biffle led the most laps with 66 and finished 4th, with Matt Kenseth rounding out the top 5. Tony Stewart, who along with Harvick did not pit on the last caution, led 36 laps and finished 6th. With the finish, Stewart made the biggest jump in the top 12 of the point standings, jumping 4 spots to 4th. Last week's Watkins Glen winner Juan Pablo Montoya finished 7th, and Martin Truex Jr. scored his 6th top 10 of the season, finishing 8th. Elliott Sadler finished 9th for his first top 10 of the year. Joey Logano came home 10th after a run-in with Ryan Newman on the track that sparked a heated conversation after the race between the two drivers. David Reagan finished 11th to give Roush Fenway 4 cars in the top 12, and Jimmy Johnson finished 12th after leading the opening 14 laps from the second starting spot. The afternoon was a rough one for several pre-race favorites, including Kurt Busch, who was hoping to follow his third-place June Michigan finish with another solid run. But on lap 31, Busch blew an engine, and his afternoon ended early. He fell 6 spots to 10th in the standings. Mark Martin slipped out of the chase top 12 when he had issues after slapping the wall and damaging his front nose and splitter. Although he battled back to finish the race 28th, he fell 35 points behind Clint Bowyer in the race for the final transfer spot. Be sure to check back with MotorRacingNetwork.com for the latest from Michigan, and stay with us all week as we count down to Saturday night's Irwin Tools 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway.